Hi everyone, hope you're okay. Happy Friday. It is Real and Raw at 4 with Rebecca Adams and I'm at RebeccaAdamsBiz.com. How are you? I hope you've had an incredible and amazing week. And in the UK on Monday, we're going into a bank holiday weekend right now because on Monday we have a bank holiday. So all the banks are closed, some of the shops are closed and everyone has a day off unless you're working obviously in whatever you're doing. So hello Latonya, how are you honey? So let me know where you're watching from. Let me know whether you're on the replay or whether you are watching live. And I am just going to go down the list and welcome every single one of you. I was actually sent this question in and it's a really good topic. And I messaged them back and I said, you know what, do you mind if I do this on live? I'll do this on the live today and basically cover it because there's a lot of us, right? A lot of us can sit in a victim mindset and sit there feeling sorry for ourselves all the time. And sometimes it's called for and sometimes it isn't. Sometimes we need a wake-up call and sometimes we need medical help and professionals and things like that. So I'm going to touch on all of that. I will say, disclaimer, I am not medically trained. My mum is, but I am not. So I'm not going to touch on anything like that. And if you have any, hi Alison, hi Helen, you're live, hello Gemma, hello Lisa, your mother's not arrived yet, fantastic, you can join me. Hi Sylvia, hope you're okay. So with anything regarding, I'm not medically trained as I said, anything regarding mental health, please go to my dear friend Gemma Guilfoyle, my best friend who is on right now. Please go to her. Hello Lindsay, we've got lots of Wiltshire coming in. But I was sent this question in and it's a really good question, okay? So I wanted to cover it and I've got my journal as well. So I'm going to share with you a little sneaky peek of what's in my journal. But, you know, how do you recognize and break out from a victim mindset? So how many of you have actually, you know, been through something that's put you in a victim mindset? I have. Hello, Carrie. I have, okay? You have as well. I know you have. So really think about, and apparently Facebook algorithms have changed, so I can't necessarily ask you to do any emojis on the screen or anything else, but you know when I do that, that means do what you're doing right now. Thank you so much. Apparently we're not allowed to say it anymore. I was like, oh, okay then. But how do you recognise yourself? Because when I recognise stuff, sometimes I need my friend Gemma to point it out to me and go, Bex, you know what I mean? And the thing is, fear is going to hold you back, anxiety is going to hold you back, and, you know, your frame of mind. And the reason why I'm touching on it is the word mindset, obviously. So the thing is, we can all sit there and sit in the victim mindset. I've done it myself. So this is where, you know, kind of, it depends what you go through personally as to whether how you deal with it and things like that. Do you know what I mean? You can keep on talking about it, or you can decide at a certain point, light bulb moment, I'm not having this anymore. This is what I need to do. This is how I need to move on. So people are saying yes. I love it. Hello, AD. Everyone's saying yeah, fantastic. Hi, Charlotte. Hi, Alison. Sorry if I've not said hi already, guys. Sometimes your names aren't coming up. So the thing is, and I've got a little note here, and this person who wrote to me, who said about this question about how do you recognise and break out of victim mindset, they've actually put in there, so they know that they can't control everything. Hello, Erin. They know they can't control everything, but they need to kind of, and you might relate to this as well, you got to stop thinking, well, if they hadn't said that or they hadn't done that, then I wouldn't have reacted the way I did. And that is where you need to gain control. So you already know, and I'll tell you if you don't, you can't control everything. Can't control the weather, can't control people, can't control situations. You can only control yourself, your mindset, what happens to you, how you react, how you respond and everything. And I choose response over reaction. Hello, Katie. Can everyone send Katie and Jill lots and lots of hugs, please? Lots of love, lots of strength, lots of hugs for today. It's a very difficult day for them and I want to send them all the love in the world, please. Please, that will be amazing. So the thing is, you can only control your response, okay? Your reaction, your response. And the first thing is people are going to make you want to react, make you want to jump on social media and slag them off and moan and whinge and bitch and everything, okay? But that is where you need to gain control of yourself. Discipline your disappointment, as Jim Rohn used to say. And also, you need to gain control of yourself, your head. Do not respond, do not react, phone someone up, get on FaceTime, do something so that they can kind of get into your head and help you if you can't do it yourself. Now, my response to a lot of stuff, see how I said response, not reaction, response is silence, okay? So a lot of things that have gone on last year and recently, my response is silence, and those people need to have a look at themselves and their own actions and their words and everything, and look at themselves, because I don't necessarily react how people would want to react. Doesn't matter what you do to me, I am not going to react, because I've got a reputation to uphold. I also have children and I can't end up in jail, basically. So that's the other thing. But the one thing I will say, if you're in a work environment, Gemma, I know you've commented, so I will read that in a minute. When you're in a work environment, it could be, hi Lorna, it could be a little bit difficult, okay? Because you may have people above you, you may have people below you, you may have I've got a dear friend actually, she's just left her job, we'll say, will not go anywhere else, but she joined this company and they've kind of built a culture, which is fine. But when you've got someone new coming in, you need to kind of embrace them, don't you? You need to embrace it. I know, jail can't happen. You need to embrace them and stuff, and really, you know, welcome them into the family and into the culture and everything. And if you don't feel as though, say for example, it was me going into a work placement, I would want to feel wanted, and I would want to feel part of the team, because I'm a team player. I can work on my own, but I'm also a team player with Being Ex-Military. But it's like you cannot think, well, if she hadn't said that, he hadn't said that, I wouldn't have reacted this way, or that wouldn't have worked out. What you've got to do is kind of know that they're on their journey. They're going to do and say what they want. Hi, Charlotte. Do and say what they want. Okay, and that's part of their journey and their thing. Hello, Heather. You know what I mean? So you've really got to look at yourself and switch from, as this person who wrote to me in and said the victim mindset type thing, you really have to turn it around and really think about how you want to feel. Let me read what Gemma wrote earlier on. Gemma wrote, sending lots of love. Gemma wrote, there is a lot going into it, as some people end up with depression and anxiety, so it's knowing how to feel to start with, definitely. So the first thing, that's amazing, Gemma, I love it. So the first thing I would do with everything, hi Paul, hope you and Sally are okay, is touch on your feelings. Gemma's just mentioned it, and she's the expert in mental health and everything, but what I'm saying is you need to touch on your feelings, acknowledge how you feel. And this is where I'm going to share a bit from my journal, is that you need to journal down. If you're not a journal person, get it on an app, speak into your phone, you know what I mean, record yourself, listen back to it, do video diaries, whatever you need to do for yourself, okay, because not everyone likes writing. But the one thing that you can do is kind of acknowledge your feelings and know that it is okay not to be okay. It is okay to sit there and cry and rant and rave and get angry, okay? People think with me mastering in mindset, and I do, and I kick ass at it, the one thing that I do, I am not 100% okay consistently all the time. Gemma knows this as well. So she is, I agree. So the one thing is that you need to have your inner circle. The only people you trust with that information that aren't going to flood the gates open and go and moan and whinge and share stuff that you've shared with them, okay? Because they are going to be your positive anchors, okay? They're going to keep you grounded. They're going to tell you whether you're being nasty or not, or whatever, you know, and they're really going to keep you on the right wavelength and the right path. They're going to talk you out of something if you want to go and do something, whatever, okay? But the first thing is to acknowledge your feelings and know that it is okay to rant and rave, moan and whinge. Can everyone send Jill lots and lots of hugs and love and everything, please? Jill Martin, my dear, dear friend, send you lots of love. It's been a difficult day for them today. Right, so what you need to do is acknowledge your emotions and know that it is okay. And do not let anyone tell you a time when you can not grieve anymore for someone, okay? Tell you that you need to get over it. It was 6 months ago, it was 3 months ago, whether it was an operation, whether it was a relationship breakup, whatever for you, whether you lost your job, anything like that. Do not let anyone tell you what you should and shouldn't be doing. They can guide you, they can encourage you, but I think when you can sit there and really acknowledge and really kind of jot down and say, maybe in your journal, jot down and go through your emotions. It's a healing process that you need to do, no matter what's gone on. And if you're showing up as being angry all the time, and you're showing up as being negative all the time, something is off, if you get me. So like the connectors go together, but something's off, and you're not connecting to the positive, and you're not connecting to the happiness, kindness, love and joy. Something's off. Maybe it's a relationship breakup. As I said, maybe someone's passed away. Maybe you've lost your job. Maybe something is showing up. Hi Julie, maybe something is showing up for you. Maybe you have, experience something negative. Maybe you're in debt. Hi Michelle, something negative is going off, okay, to make you feel as though, you're there. But I will tell you, it is okay to be a victim, but don't remain there. Don't stay there. You're not meant to stay there. You're meant for bigger, better things and positive and everything, okay? But obviously in that moment, you don't want to you don't want to be happy. You don't feel as though you want to be happy, skippy, jumpy and everything else. Do you know what I mean? So it is okay to acknowledge your feelings, know where you're at, okay? And be patient with yourself. How many of you are not patient with yourself? You don't give yourself enough time. You're the one who are talking to yourself in the head going, well, come on, we need to be over this by now. This should have hurried up by now. And it's like, no, just be gentle with yourself. Go at a pace that suits you. And sometimes you might go 3 steps up and go back 2. That's okay as long as you're moving forward at your pace. Okay? So just know that you may be upset. You may have overwhelm, you may be stressed, you may have anxiety, anything else that comes up in your body like headaches, aching back, anything like that, you're just lethargic all the time, is stress. Stress from something that you've not worked out yet. Stress from something that you've not really healed from, something you've gone through. I remember, and I will tell you, the kid's nan passed away, and it took me 10 years. 10 years. I couldn't talk about her for 10 years. I could, but not without crying. It took 10 years to actually go through the process of being able to talk about Lynn without actually crying. Okay, because that was something that I hadn't dealt with. That was something that I hadn't healed from. And if you know me, I am still dealing and healing from my, a person that was really, really close to me. He died when he was 33, and I'm still not over that yet. I haven't grieved yet, and it's been 8 years in October. So just know that you can live through everything you're going through. You are living through 100% of your bad days, okay? You're still here. You're still moving mountains. You're still showing up. You're still doing the thing. Even if you're ugly crying, whatever you're doing, you're still putting one foot in front of the other every single day. And guess what? That needs commending. Give yourself a pat on the back, high five, surround yourself with your inner circle, and know that you can switch all of your mindset on a 360. But it is going to be patient. You need to be patient with yourself and gentle with yourself. It is going to take time. A lot of people nowadays out there, they want everything right here, right now, okay? They want all the results straight away. Some things are going to take time. So if that means you can journal through things, that means if you need see someone professionally, I will get to your messages, anyone professionally, go and do it. If you need any coaching or mentoring, find out what section you need, find out who's the expert, who you'd love to relate to, who you'd love to hire, and go for that as well. But you do what's right for you. No one can tell you otherwise. Please don't feel as though all of these gurus and makeshift things all online, kind of who have just been around a little bit, okay, can actually mend you. And I'm going to tell you something. Are you ready? Ding, ding, turn off if you're not ready. All of your stuff, okay, that you have been through, whether it's 1 year, 5 years, 15 years, 50 years, right? It's like a whiskey bottle, all right? You can't get rid of it in one shot. You have to take numerous shots to get through the bottle. It's like drinking milk as well, a carton of milk. You can't get through all the milk in one go. You have to drink it in little stages, in glasses and in, you know, coffee and tea and everything else and whatever, okay? You can't do it in one go. So please know that you have to be patient with yourself. Whatever you are dealing with, whatever you are healing from is a process. You've got to trust the process, trust the universe, God, angels, whatever you believe in. So trust the universe and know that the universe has got your back. Everything's working out for you in the way it's supposed to, however catastrophic that may be. And I can say that. We've all lived through stuff, right? Let's have a look at some of these comments. Comments. Let's have a look. Sylvia says, not patient. Take each day as it is. You know what, on the process, and I will say this, on the process of Ignite, people are going, oh, I'm so excited. Like me and Gemma, 6 weeks, 5 days to Bon Jovi. Bon Jovi's like, yeah, I still need tickets to sell. You know what I mean? So he's living present in the moment, whereas we're all excited. So as Ignite, I reined everything back in and I live in the present moment. That's why I didn't know it was a bank holiday on Monday. Because I'm not there yet. You know? Gemma says no one grieves, recovers in the same way. Exactly. We are all different. We are all unique. Everyone has different relationships with different people, right? Lisa says, it took me 10 years before I could even say the word granddad. Yes. Michelle, definitely not. Carrie says, took a huge knock from a client, think I touched a nerve. However, worked with a different client last night. My faith in me was reignited. I realised I'd reacted by beating myself up a little. Carrie, you are incredible, lady. You are incredible at what you do. Don't ever let anyone second guess yourself. Reignite that passion, you know. So basically, anyone, especially a client, they are gold, but anyone like that, okay, step back. Take yourself out the office, go and do something for you, switch off. I know it's difficult, but switch off completely and then reignite yourself. I love that word. Reignite yourself into something new. Believe in yourself, journal, do the thing. I'm going to read some of my journaling so that you can see kind of what I do as well. Charlotte, we are human. I've still not grieved for my dad. People think it's weird, but it's my way of coping. You know what? Charlotte, you do what you need to do. You do what you want to do. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise, okay? And you know what? People always have opinions. We've all got opinions, right? A lot of us are opinionated, myself included, on certain things. And you know what? What I don't get about the human race, I mean, I unplugged like the Matrix anyway, but what I don't get about the human race, they're quick enough to moan, whinge, bitch, give you opinions and stuff, but they need to sort their own life out. So this is where they need to do the internal work. And everyone needs to do the internal work, not to be on the victim mode, but know that, Charlotte, you're not a victim. You are an incredible, inspirational young lady who is going to move mountains and change people's lives. So it doesn't matter. Don't worry about the fact you've not got over your dad yet. Who said you have to? Ding, ding. No one said you have to. No one said that you 6 years in, come on, you need to grieve. You should have done it by now. Oh, they need to shut up and get out your face. Get out of mine as well, you know? Sorry, LOL, ugly crying. Oh, honestly, ugly crying. Took my mum 13 years to fully grieve, definitely. There's no limit, guys. There's no limit. And you know what? The thing is with grief and sitting there, you're not in a victim mindset with that. What you're doing is that, and I will tell you, okay, there's different things of grieving. So with grieving, as this is a topic we're talking about, is that someone passing away, okay? Grieving could be a release of something. So either a relationship breakup, a friendship, you can grieve for that friendship as well. You can grieve for anything. I grieved for, and stay with me on this, my son has special needs. I had to grieve for me and my husband Ryan at the time, had to grieve for my son of who he was going to be, should have been. Am I choosing the right words? I can say what I want because he's 20. Okay, so I had to grieve for the boy that would have been, but I've embraced the boy that is. Do you get me? Does that make sense? I'm not going to insult myself, so it doesn't really matter anyway. Sylvia's an ugly crier. Charlotte says no one can mend you. You have to try place the pieces together yourself with guidance. Definitely. Carrie says, grief is relevant to each of us as individuals. How others deal with it is not the same as you, and that's exactly how it should be. Been through hell and back again with loss, and the way I deal with it is different to my family. Yeah, don't let anyone tell you how you should and shouldn't grieve. Find out what works for you, honestly. Lorna says, 10 years for Jacob in June. Still raw. I remember it was 9 years like in June. I remember you came on the live as it was when it happened for me, but I doubt my blessings for what I do. I have 2 beautiful daughters. Definitely love it. Gave me goosebumps. Lorna says, sorry, that count my blessings. No, I understand. Helen says, for me it was accepting that I couldn't change what happened to my angel babies, then I could let go of my grief. Yes. No, don't worry about that, Lisa. Don't worry about that. Yeah, with the angel babies as well. Love you too, Charlotte. The thing is with angel babies as well, there is you will never get over it. You will never get over a death. I really believe that. You will never get over it. You just learn to deal with it every single day. And that isn't living in a victim mindset, okay? But as you process and as you go through everything, just know that they whether you believe in it or not, they are around you. They are watching for you, so live for them. Every single thing I do with making memories, hashtag making memories, is not just for me. It's for Ryan, it's for Anne, it's for my nan, it's for Lynn, it's for everyone. I'm travelling the world for them. I'm seeing these things for them, you know. I'm going to see Stonehenge for them, Glastonbury for them. You know what I mean? So I'm living everything for them and I'm enjoying the experience as well, and you can do the same. Carrie says you can grieve for people. Hi, Graham. Hi, Suzanne. You can grieve people who are alive. I grieve for my dad who is still alive. Definitely. Totally understand what you mean. Totally get what you mean. You say how it is to you. Trying to org. It is, honestly. Gemma says, watch my little one grow. I grieve for the child I thought I would have. Yes. Yes. But, you know, it's kind of one of those things, and fully appreciate the boy that he is, totally grieving the child with special needs, yeah. So you grieve for what would have been or what was in your envision, and then you embrace what it is. But again, it's a learning process. So so how many of you have felt like you've been in this victim mindset, okay? But the fear creeps in, the anxiety creeps in, the stress creeps in, and then you start getting headaches, or you start feeling unwell, you start overthinking, you start getting stressed, you then start coming out in illness and things like that. You don't want to go to work, you don't want to speak to these people, whatever it is, because what you need to do is switch everything on a 360 and know that, as I said before, you can't control everything, but you don't want to sit in that upset and that overwhelm and that stress and that anxiety and that anger and everything else. You need to process through everything. Sylvie says every time. So what you need to do is, don't worry about what others are saying, what others are doing. You've heard me say that defines them, not you. You need to control yourself. And things will happen for you, not to you. So maybe you're in a work placement right now that's not meant to be, but you're sat in this negative environment, or a relationship, maybe you're in this negative environment and that's all you're ever thinking of. It's negative, negative, negative. And then you wonder why there's arguments. You wonder why the bills are coming in. You wonder why they're getting, I nearly swore, you wonder why they're getting narky with you and stuff like that, because you are programming yourself of not expecting any goodness, any greatness. You're not expecting it, so then you're not surprised that it's coming to you negatively. Do you know what I mean? So you have to acknowledge your feelings, as Gemma said before. So acknowledge your feelings first, and then turn your head around and go, right, okay, number one, I can't control the situation. What can I control? Myself, my thoughts, my process, my mindset, everything. How am I going to do that? Well, what do I need to do to turn it around so I feel great? What can I do? No matter what they say or do, no matter what's gone on, how can I turn it around? And I'll tell you what I did last year with something I didn't share at Ignite. Is that, you know, a massive relationship breakup, it's what you do. And I knew by day 90 I would be fine, so I counted the days, day 1, day 2, day 3. My mum was like, why are you counting the days? You're on day 10, stop counting the days. Well, no, actually, because when I'm crying on day 52, I know I'm still fine. I'm only on day 52. I've still got days to go. Do you know what I mean? Day 90, fine, not a problem, whatever. And that was 6.5 years. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me. I'm healed, all done, fine, done. Do you know what I mean? And then I can go backwards and grieve for who I should have anyway. Charlotte says, I've been in victim mindset, but I use it to my strengths now. It makes sense. Yes. So Turn it all around so that, yes, you may be a victim. Yes, we have, right, I'm not going to insult anyone with what my true intention is pure kindness. We're all victims of something or someone, either a situation or a person or circumstances, shall we say, okay? So we're all, so say for example, it's not on the same wavelength as a lot of people, but I was in a car crash, couldn't move my neck, car was written off, had to go physio for months, had to do CBT, couldn't get back in the car, okay? So I know a lot of people that live like that consistently every single day, and it's kind of, that was somebody else, okay? That wasn't, I couldn't control that. So what could I control? Couldn't control the pain. I couldn't control, what happened to me. So I had to work on myself of how I wanted to feel. I was on Facebook going, I'm up at 3 in pain. Has anyone got any help? You know what I mean? What can I do to help myself? And it's all about looking at, knowing that we've all been a victim of someone or something, but how we can turn it around. And some days you need more strength than others. Some days you need more courage than other days. And that is okay. And you know what? Some days you're just going to be crying in your bed all day, don't want to get out of bed. Guess what? That's okay as well. Just don't live in the bed every single day. Seek out help, share with people. Gemma's on, she does mental health. And do you know what I mean? It's kind of looking after you, looking after your mindset, knowing that if them co-workers are annoying you, get a new job. You're better than that. Get a new job. You don't have to live there. You don't have to stay there. You don't just, find something, line something up that really excites you. Set up your own business. Go for new job interviews, whatever. But you don't have to live there. And I can guarantee every single one of you right now has been through more than one breakup relationship-wise. You dealt with it. You healed. You moved on. You got there. Do you know what I mean? And a lot of us are now single anyway, so it's really great. Erin says it's so easy to let the negative take control. Our brains automatically go to negative. Crazy, right? So the thing is, why I love mindset and why I'm mastering mindset is that it's my job to help people to flip it on a 360, to really turn everything around, even the dire things. If you knew me last year, you knew the back end of me last year, kind of, that sounds really horrible, but do you know what I mean? Like the inside behind closed doors type thing. It was a really crap year. Like, seriously. However, she still smiles. Gemma was there on every single thing, and I can never repay her, And it's just wonderful how you can submerge yourself and turn it around and have the people tell you the right things at the right time and show up for you. And you know what? All of the negatives come into your life to make you up level, to make you scale up. Release those people who you don't need. Get rid of the job because you're better for yourself. Don't let anyone get inside your head. Don't let them niggle. Don't let them tell you you're not good enough. Don't let anyone tell you anything like that. You need to program yourself every single day. Okay, and I'll tell you why. Society programs us straight away with news, with the media, with all this scaremongering and all this Brexit stuff in the UK, whatever. But anyway, whatever's going on, I'm not interested really, because I know what's going on in the world. Obviously, we get it, but can't miss the stuff on social media and stuff. But you know what I mean? It's like I choose. What do I choose? I choose happiness. I choose to be unplugged. I choose greatness. I choose the people around me. I choose you guys. I choose to do lives. I choose clients. I choose everything. I love choices. I absolutely love choices. It's amazing. And that makes me feel good. That empowers me. That inspires me, motivates me, and that's where I thrive. Do you get me? So you have to find out what's good for you. Carrie says, as a special needs mum with 2 special needs kids, I didn't feel that way for my children. I only felt relief with their diagnosis. I'm jealous of their minds. Their minds are super. Just my kids are high functioning but still experience struggles. Their minds are incredible. I will feel relief. Diagnosis, yes. Hello, Nicole. So as soon as you get diagnosis, guys, it is a weight off your shoulders. Yes, it's a label, but sometimes you need the label to open and unlock all the other doors, like Alice in Wonderland. Charlotte says, I think it's a brilliant idea. I'll maybe try and doing that. caught me live. Brain is programmed to protect us, hence why we have fear. Definitely, we don't grow in comfort zones. Oh, you were at Ignite. You know, a lot of us stepped out of those comfort zones. And you know what, guys? Even with Ignite, and I was on the stage and I was introducing people and everything. Do you know what? I was absolutely crapping myself backstage when Naomi was on and then she started singing the last song. And I was like, I've got to put my dress on. I'm going out on stage because it's different, you know, speaking on stage and everything. But when you're sharing your stuff, whole different level. I had to do EFT and tap and take myself off to Glastonbury and everything backstage. Don't watch the news, it depresses you. Exactly, Charlotte. Honestly, the news programs you. The news actually kind of, can I use the word infiltrate? Yes, I can. It's my life. Anyway, gets into your brain, okay, and it's like negative, and you're like, ugh. And then you get the soap operas. See, I don't watch TV, so I watch all the NCIS stuff, NCIS. Gemma's amazing. Glad she supported you through a hard time. Gemma is my best friend. Carrie says, I've watched you turn from that. I'm not saying that. I'm glad I paused with the at signs. People, I will tell you, I swear like a trooper, but not on a live. I've not sworn on a live. I never say the F word on a live. I've never said the F word on a live. And when I said SHIT, everyone watching on the live put me on the naughty step. So there we go. Life right, and you have come out with a boom and a bang and a kaplunk like the Wonder Woman you are. Thank you so much. I love it. You can use any word you like. No, I can't. Don't do that. So the one thing is, you know, when you recognize that you're in a victim mindset, everyone's laughing, recognize you're in a victim mindset, and then go, you know what? I don't want to stay here anymore. What can I do? Well, I'm feeling like crap. So write down, I am feeling like crap. And I don't want to be here. It isn't serving me anymore. I'll read some of my journal in a minute. It's not serving me anymore. How can I turn this around? And then think about yourself. How can you turn it around? Can you reach out to someone as a friend? Can you reach out and hire a coach or a mentor? Can you go and see someone professionally? Can you take the dog for a walk, go for a run, go to the gym? Can you have a big, massive day on Netflix? I don't know what works for you. Find out what works for you and see how you can actually turn it around. And if it is someone, and I'll say a person, okay, they are not bothered or being hurt by anything that they've said or done to you. They're not interested, okay? They're only interested in themselves. You're the one who's hurting. You're the one who's getting stressed. You're the one who's getting angry. And that's where you have to discipline your disappointment. As Jim Rohn used to say, discipline disappointment in them and know that you don't have to live there. You don't need to have contact with that person anymore. You can delete and block, you can get rid, you can change. You can set the boundaries of what you will and won't accept. You, not me. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I encourage you to find out the boundaries for yourself and see what you will and won't accept, what you will and won't have in your life, and go, right, you know what? I'm a victor. Not a victim, I'm a victor. It's like the Hunger Games. Everything's in your favour, okay? But you have to decide what you do. Needs a bigger planet, I know. Need top off, horses are calling you. Go, Carrie, go. Alison says, I feel the news is manufactured to manipulated opinions, so no news or newspapers. I love it. One thing I see a lot of is that they're all focused on this. Right, the whole world is watching over here, so I want to know what's going on over here, because something's going on over here while everyone's watching this. Do you know what I mean? Conspiracies. Carrie, you're learning. Nicole says absolutely true. Definitely. So guys, I'm going to read a little bit from my journal so it can give you some ideas of how to turn around things. Whether you write it down, that's up to you. Whether you speak it out, that's up to you. You know, but I do a lot of journaling around myself. I am statements, money, people who I'm grateful for, everything else, and I trust in the process of everything, okay? So none of this is, oh, I'm amazing. Well, it is, I'm amazing, I'm incredible, blah, 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 because that's what you need to train yourself. But, you know, it really is all about moving through stuff and leveling and helping yourself and healing yourself through the process. So it can be an online diary thing, but I'm a notebook and pen person, so I have hundreds of journals everywhere. But yeah, so what I have written down is things like I'm receiving my next level of leverage and elevation. I'm being supported and guided, and I'm safe and protected. I show up every day and be my best version of myself for everyone. I'm impacting lots of people positively with my work, my products, my services. Please bless my business and everyone who is in my life, including you. I'm thoroughly grateful for everything and everyone in my life. I'm focused, driven and determined than ever before. I'm happy, at peace and humble. I'm going to the next phase. I have the right people who are showing up, who are with me, and they will show up in my life. And I surround myself with the correct people. And then I am statements. I'm strong, unstoppable. Obviously, it's written down, I am. But I'm reading the words. So strong, unstoppable, worthy enough, focused, driven, amazing, beautiful, independent, happy, safe, supported, protected. I'm Wonder Woman. I am rich in health and happiness. I'm rich in love, joy and peace. I'm rich in wealth and money. There's a difference. I'm being divinely guided. Money's my best friend. I love money. Money loves me. And then I go into a big, massive thing. But then, you know, I'm in full, amazing, positive alignment with my desires. I release all the funky and icky thoughts and feelings that I have. I'm grateful for the people in my life and the people who have left my life. Okay, so really think about it. I'm highly valuable. I'm doing everything at peace with love and joy in my heart. I love to see people smile and be uplifted. I am empowering people to feel alive and live a phenomenal life. I have, do and be everything that I want to have, do and be because I choose it. And that's the thing, you have a choice. Okay, lots of people spout off about choices. You have a choice when you want to get up in the morning, unless you're on the school run. You have choices whether you want to be ignited or whether you want to be deflated. You have a choice of what you do and don't watch on TV. However, there are some things that you don't have choices on and you need to acknowledge these, okay? So some things you don't have choices on is whether you wake up in the morning and whether you are ill. Because the thing is, you can't choose whether to be ill or not, okay? You can't choose to be disabled or not. That's not a choice. You can't choose whether you can leave the house or not. Some of you can't, okay? And that is something that you need to really acknowledge and do the work yourself and know that there are people who can help. So don't be alone, okay? And, you know, sometimes, and I am going to say this, okay, are you ready? It's about domestic violence, so turn off if you're not ready. If you're not ready, turn off. I'm a child of it, okay? And it's, we were victims, okay? I don't know why I did that because I always do that, but we were victims. And, you know, there comes a point where sometimes it's the after bit that is where the mindset thing kicks in. So after everything, that is where you have to work on yourself and your healing. And you may take a very, very long time. Do you remember I talked about the whiskey bottle? Okay. So the whiskey bottle, the milk bottle, whatever you want to use, it will take time to heal. And, you know, you've seen, and I'll bring this back into, you will have seen this, okay, not specifically yourself, but you will have seen this on TV or on YouTube or something, where someone goes to stroke a dog and they wince because they've been hit or hurt or something, do you know what I mean? And you go and stroke the dog, but then they take a step back or whatever because they're expecting you to hit them. Do you know what I mean? So also it's with animals and people, okay? So know that they are victims, but with love and nurturing, they can then heal properly. And when you give yourself time, I'm trying to say this with love, when you give yourself time to process and heal properly, and find the right, correct people to help you and know that you're not alone. You can't even buy that stuff. It's incredible, okay? So whether you are nurturing a dog or a cat, you know, any animal that's been hurt, horses, you know, anything at all, you know, anything like that, just remember that you are the same. You have to heal. You've got to look after yourself. and you may be a victim, may still be a victim right now, but know that you can reach out when you feel as though you can, because sometimes you can't. Okay, so just know there are people around that can help you. But with, with journaling and everything, you can write anything in there that you're full of confidence, that you're truly grateful, who you're truly grateful with. And I will say, Gemma does know, I journal every single day. Gemma's in my journal every single day. Every single day, this powerful, amazing, dear friend and lady of mine is in my journal, and it really is absolutely incredible how, hi Danny with the crazy cows, but in the fields I'll say, but it's all about knowing that you are influential, you can move mountains, you can change anything, it's your decision, okay? But know that we're all here for you. So you need to get a journal. Yes, get an amazing one. I've got this one. Just find one. I think this is from, yes, this is from The Works. So just go in and find something that's called to you. When do you find it best to journal? Great question, Charlotte. I journal first thing in the morning. So as soon as I wake up, I go into meditation. I listen to podcasts and I do all my Facebook things in the morning before I get out of bed. Then when I get out of bed, I have to have coffee and breakfast, and then I journal while I'm listening to music. I journal and I basically write down everything, my intentions for the day. Like I've written, I'm so excited of where all these paths will take me. I'm grateful, humbled and honoured. I love my life and I need to heal and fully submerge in my work and know and believe and trust that every single step will come. I'm rising up. I can and will achieve anything I set my mind to. And I bless every single person that's in my life every single day. I bless my business every single day. So whether you are, spiritual, religious, whatever, it works. It's my problem. My pain kind of determines what I can do in a day, and it sucks. Yeah. So when you wake up in the morning, Charlotte, just see where you are. On a scale of 1 to 10, whereabouts are you? Pain-wise. On a scale of 1 to 10, where you are mindset wise, and let's see if we can bridge that together. Obviously take pills wherever you're doing, and then go from there. But some days are going to be crap. I will say it, some days are crap. Gemma says, I found when my brain works overtime, noting things down helps. Get it out there. Have a separate notebook for all the stuff you need to get out your brain. Everything that's annoying you, that you can rip up and burn and chuck away, whatever. Take years to heal, and some people don't ever fully heal. Definitely. Michelle says, off top, huge happy birthday. I was going to say, happy birthday. Can everyone, I told Gemma I'd do this. Can everyone wish Gemma Guilfoyle a happy birthday for tomorrow? May the 4th be with you. Danny Maley's birthday is on Monday, but I'm Real and Raw at 4 on Monday, so we can wish Danny a happy birthday then. But Gemma is tomorrow. That would be amazing. Nicole says, definitely, I'm learning this right now, reflecting a lot. My childhood now, knowing I was a victim of mental and physical abuse, but it's taken a massive trauma in my life last year to make me sit up and think about my upbringing. Yes. Star Wars Day. Love it. So Nicole, honestly, reflecting a lot. Reflect a lot on the past. A lot of us need healing, and a lot of us need to process through everything. And it's about knowing that you can glance back, but you don't want to live in that. Live in the divorce, live in the bad relationship, live in the bad job, live in the bad, whatever. I don't like that word, but live in any negative stuff, okay? You don't want to live there. No one wants to live there. And I really, really encourage you to do as much journaling, as much healing as possible. What worked for me last year, earpods in, listen to massive music in the back garden, going round the back garden, get my steps in before I even had a Fitbit, get my steps in and everything else, and really working on myself, because I still had to show up for my clients and show up for my work, show up for you guys, still had to carry on without anyone knowing what was going on behind closed doors. And then the other thing was, when I came live, there's certain topics that I need to be strategic on so that I can get on and get off, so that I don't start being upset and crying, okay? So it's what works for you. But being a victim doesn't mean you need to be a victim for forever. You need to acknowledge it, but you need to be gentle with yourself, be patient with yourself, and do the healing process that suits you. Not me, not someone else, not your best mate, not your mum, not your dad, whoever. That suits you. In the time it suits you. It might take you longer to heal, and as Gemma said, some people don't necessarily heal completely, but someone who's passed away or something that you're releasing, they've been a big part of your life. So, you know what I mean? It's kind of something that you're going to deal with and have to, learn to live with every single day. Not necessarily, get over it, should we say, because people don't get over stuff, Charlotte says, I used to use a jar, but put my bad thoughts in, and then the end of the week turn them into positives. I love it. The other thing that you can do, Charlotte, turn that around, is write down everything in the week that's positive, put it in a jar, and then open it on New Year's Eve, or open it the second day of January and have a look at everything, whether someone cracked a joke, whether it was something, you know what I mean, anything like that, like hashtag Team Bradley, anything like that, put it in the jar, and then like January 2nd or 3rd next year, just open the jar and read it all. I remember doing it one year. It was so amazing, because as you go on, and I put the date on it as well, as you go on throughout the year, you actually forget some of the good stuff, because everyone focuses on the negative, and that's where the fear creeps in, right? Everyone's saying happy birthday. Danny says, I'm willing to take one for the team and have Dwayne Johnson for my birthday, just so you know. Yeah, send Danny a blow up or a cutout of Dwayne Johnson, honestly. Great, powerful live today. So connecting with this. Oh my God, absolutely love that idea. Such a powerful live. Sending you lots of love. Sorry, I've touched on a few topics, guys. You've learned a little bit more about me as well. But, as long as you recognise how you feel, recognise that you have been through trauma, you have been through a lot, you need to heal. As long as you know that, reach out to the people who can help. Don't feel as though you're alone. You're not alone, okay? You're not alone, all right? Don't let people get into your head and start programming your head that you're on your own, you'll never do this, you're not good enough, because you need to turn it around on a 360. You need to know that you are a powerful, amazing, incredible human being. You can move mountains when you decide to. Don't procrastinate, don't stop, don't think, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. And if you are in, and I will say this, if you're in a work environment and you're not happy with it, instead of, for example, if you can constantly on this negative, and it's just negative, you don't want to get out of bed, you don't want to go to work, you don't want to do this, you don't want to do that, you don't want to see their faces, whatever. Just embrace, go into yourself and go, right, well, I'm grateful for the job. It helps pay my bills. It helps pay for this, that, and the other. Hi, Tim, I'm just about to go. It helps pay for this, and this. I'm so grateful. I'm grateful for my boss. I'm grateful for this, grateful for that. And then be kind. Always go with kindness. Kindness on everything. And be kind and see things that maybe the person at work is being a bitch. Okay? That's probably the only swear word I'll say on live. Maybe they're being a bitch, but you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. Maybe they are, experiencing something behind closed doors that you don't know. Maybe they've got ill health you don't know about. Maybe their mum has just been diagnosed with cancer. Maybe they're being beat up behind closed doors and they're covering the face full of makeup or whatever, or they're covering all their arms because they've got bruises. You don't know what goes on behind closed doors. So number one, don't judge anything. Maybe they've had a crap experience of something, all right? But go into the placement with grace and ease and know that you can always change jobs, all right? You can always change stuff. Phoebe Grace, can everyone say hi to Phoebe Grace, my beautiful goddaughter? Hello, Phoebe Grace. Hope you're being good for mummy. So really know that you can flip your head on a 360, think positively, not negatively. And if you've got any questions, please PM me. I love you all. I have been looking at this because I'm going on a client call at 5 o'clock. So have an incredible weekend, whatever you're doing. Don't get chased by cows like Danny Maley did before. If you haven't seen it, go and watch a live. And know that you can and will achieve anything you set your mind to. I will say sorry if I've touched on any subjects that have really sparked something. I welcome any feedback whatsoever, because then if you do, I know I can't say it because of Facebook, so we'll do that. You'll be helping other people as well. So just do the thing, you know the drill, and you'll be helping everyone else as well. But things happen, life happens. You can't control everything, only yourself. And you're here for greatness. You're here to help so many people. So start by helping yourself first, okay? Keep going always. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Happy birthday to Gemma for tomorrow. And I will be Real and Raw at 4 on Monday, Bank Holiday Monday in the UK, where it will be Danny Maley's birthday as well. So have an incredible weekend. Make memories. Start to heal. Do what's best for you, and I will see you on Monday. Bye.